This is the exact method I use with my own clients to get them the leanest, the fastest. And in this video, I'm going to give you the why and the how. It's called reverse pyramid training. And the beautiful thing is there's actually two ways to run it. There's a novice version and there's also an advanced version. So wherever you are in your training career, this video can give you some value. But make sure you stay to the end because a lot of you will be ready to jump into this one, but you're actually best served by this one. So reverse pyramid training is simple in the concept. Think of an upside down pyramid. You're going to start with your heaviest set when you're freshest for the lowest number of reps. And then each preceding set, you're going to drop the weight, but add reps to it. And most people will do this in reverse. They'll pyramid up to a heavy set or just do 3 or 4 straight sets. And the issue is this one just leaves a lot of reps on the table. And this one has you working the hardest when you're the most fatigued with the heaviest weights, which carries a very high injury risk. And that's why reverse pyramid training outperforms these two for busy guys like you. You're getting the experience of different weights and different rep ranges. And that's really big when you're trying to get lean because a lot of guys will just throw on a bunch of junk volume, spike their cortisol, be stressed out. And what do you do when you're stressed? Bingo, you stress eat. So the beautiful thing is we're keeping the intensity high with both ways, which is what we really want to do when we're training, without adding on a bunch of fluff that can hurt us or can cause us to overeat. And personally, I find it the most fun way to train as well for both of these styles. And I also like the simplicity too. You have one goal when you're going to the gym. You just need to get stronger. One goal, get stronger on your key movements. Let's talk about the key movements next. So your indicator lifts are what you're going to be getting stronger on. And these should be high quality compound movements. Bench, we got the standing press, we got squats, we got hip hinges, RDLs, deadlifts, trap bar deadlifts. We got vertical pulls, lat pull down, chin ups, pull ups. We got horizontal pulls, rows, any variation of the rows. Lead off your workouts with these, whatever your split is, whatever type of day it is. We can just do a push day. So we'll start with bench, then we'll go on to overhead press, and then after that you can throw in whatever isolation movements you want. So a push day, we can throw in some lat raises, we can throw in some chest flies, some tricep movements, long head tricep movements, whatever you want to build out. But we're going to be using reverse pyramid training on these first two movements. So now that you got the gist of it, let's talk about the novice version of this, which is where you want to be. And I've been watching a little bit of Mark Rippetoe, Starting Strength, and a lot of people want to be over here, but he says it best. You want to be a novice for as long as you can. I'll say this, if you have not been training consistently for at least 1 year, you're a novice, which is where you want to be. Let's talk about how we set up reverse pyramid training as a novice. So it's pretty simple. Whatever movement you're doing, you're going to be doing 3 sets. Or should I say 3 working sets? Obviously, you're going to warm up first. Don't jump straight into benching 225. Do 2 or 3 warm-up sets, scaling up to this first set. But this first set is your heavy set. You are going for only 5 reps. And you are going for the PR in this set. Intensity, we're getting stronger. We're going for that 5 rep max each and every time you hit the gym. We're hitting a PR each and every time you hit the gym. Then for our second set, you're gonna rest 3 minutes. You're gonna drop the weight by 10%, and you're gonna go for 7 reps this time. So let's say we're doing that 225 bench we talked about earlier. We hit it for 5 reps, awesome. We're gonna cut off about 10% of the weight. Now the math doesn't always math perfectly, so round a little bit. Second set, we're gonna go for 205 for 7 reps. And it's pretty simple. For the third set, we just rest for 3 more minutes, drop the weight 10% more, and go for 9 reps this time. 5, 7, 9. So another 10%, now we're gonna be at 185 pounds for 9 reps. And it's as simple as that. If you hit 5, 7, 9, congrats, bump the weight up next time you go. So using our example, we hit 225 for 5 on the bench, 205 for 7, 185 for 9. Next week, we're gonna bump the weight up 5 pounds. So we're gonna go for 230 for 5, 210 for 7, 190 for 9, and so on and so forth. And if you fail to hit the rep target in one of these 3 sets, that's okay. Just run it back the next week. And it's really that simple. You will build a great strength base, but also a great aesthetic base with the different rep ranges we have here with this novice style of reverse pyramid training. So be a novice for as long as you can. Run this as long as you can. And if I'm giving you TMI and you're already confused and you're like, what? I just walk you through this process in my 12-week shred coaching program. You can check the first link in the description. But eventually you're gonna stall out on this. And when you do, we shift to the advanced version. But I'm gonna say this again. Most of you guys are not ready for the advanced version. You need to be training for at least 1 year minimum. And when I'm saying training, I don't mean bullshitting around, doing TikTok workouts or goofy shit. Like you've mastered these basic fundamental movement patterns. So 1 year minimum, or you stalled out over here. You've got all your novice gains, because it is a little more risky over here, because we have to be a little more risky. The gains aren't coming as easy as when we were a novice. Higher intensity, greater proximity to failure when the weights are heavier. So you have to have practiced your form on all 6 of these. And honestly, this is where having a coach can really help you out. Form reviews, making sure everything looks right. You want to have those dialed before you get to the advanced version. But enough of me trying to scare you off. The advanced version is actually only 2 sets. Yes, you heard me right. Only 2 sets. Also, we're going to be moving from a linear progression model to a double progression model. So your first set, you're still going for a PR, but you're going within a rep range. So you'll want to give yourself a rep range. I recommend 6 to 8 for most movements, but more intense movements like the back squat or conventional deadlift, you can lower that to 4 to 6 or 3 to 5. And this is an all-out set. I mean, you're gonna leave everything on the table to fight for those 8 reps. And then the second set's a little more specific. You're gonna be resting for 5 minutes. Yes, 5 minutes. You're gonna drop the weight 10%. But unlike over here, you're gonna go for only 1 more rep. So I'll give you an example. Let's say we'll use the same 225 bench press, but we're doing it over here. Let's say I only got 6 reps on that top set. That's okay. I'm gonna rest for 5 minutes, drop down to 205, but I'm only going for 7 reps. Even if I have more in the tank, even if I feel like I could do more, I'm only going for 1 more rep. And then next week, instead of bumping the weight up, I'm gonna go for 7 reps. And then for the second set, I'm gonna go for 8 at the lighter weight. And then once I max out my 225 bench for 8 here, and then I get 9 at 205 over here, then the next week I bump it up 5 pounds. Because over here it's about the intensity hitting the PR, but managing that systemic fatigue that can come with reverse pyramid training. Making sure that we're not blasting ourselves to the point where we're injured or to the point where we're overeating. And one other thing, when you get to the advanced version, I like to throw my isolations. This is my personal thing. You can continue to do straight sets on your isolations, but I like to make the isolations in this training style because personally, I find it the most enjoyable. Now that you have both frameworks, let's talk about how we would build a training program based off of this. Because RPT is efficient by design. We're only going to train 3 times a week. 2 indicator lifts done RPT style, 2 to 3 accessory movements that can be better hit with straight sets over here, or you can hit with RPT if you're over here. So let me give myself a little bit more space. I hear you guys in the comments saying I need to get a bigger whiteboard. You guys might be right. But let's just do a basic push, pull, legs split. So for a push workout, we can do bench and we can do OHP as our indicator lifts. For our pull day, we can do chin-ups, and we can do a nice cable row. And for legs, we can do back squats and Romanian deadlifts. And then we can throw in some straight set accessories, very simple. I personally like the rep range dynamic for accessories, but it's gonna be higher rep ranges. 8 to 12 is a good place to start. Once you hit 12, kind of like you did over here, just bump the weight up. So for push day, we can throw in some skulls for the triceps. We can throw in some lat raises. We can throw in a chest fly or pec deck, any variation thereof. For pulls, we can throw in, obviously we're gonna throw in a curl. So we'll throw in a barbell curl. We'll throw some hammers in there too. Spelled hammers wrong. We do this live, folks. And I like face pulls, so we'll throw in some face pulls for the rear delts. And then for legs, we'll just hop on the leg extension machine, the leg curl, and we'll do whatever ab movement you want to do. And that's a full workout routine, but you have to track your lifts. For all of these movements, even these isolation movements, track what weight you're using, track how many reps you're getting. And then that's the only way you're gonna make sure that you're bumping it up each week, that you're getting stronger each week. And fight the urge to just go with your ego and say, no, I'm gonna do 10 sets of curls, or like start adding on sets and stuff. Don't make your gym session 2 hours. Don't add on 5 more movements to this. Just focus on getting stronger and training with intensity. And knowing the system is one thing, but a lot of guys just make these same 5 mistakes over and over. So let me touch on them real quick. Mistake number 1 is not training with intensity. You're half-assing this set, and you can't do that. You need maximum mental focus on this first set. You need to visualize yourself hitting the PR. Second is not resting enough between sets. I'm sure some of you guys recoil. Some of you guys already put a comment in, oh, 5 minutes is silly. If 5 minutes seems silly to you over here, 1, you're still over here. And 2, you're not training with intention. You're not training with intensity. You should need 3 minutes or 5 minutes, quite frankly. And yeah, I'm not saying you have to do it with your isolation movements, although personally, I train intense enough that I do need it for my isolations over here. But bare minimum, the compounds, the indicator lifts, yeah, you should be resting this much. Third is not performing the movements correctly. So don't quarter squat, don't push press your standing press, don't do like half reps on bench, all that shit. Make sure that you're not sacrificing the quality of the movement just to say, I hit a PR. Fourth is, I gotta say this again, jump into this one too quickly. Stay here as long as possible. You can even stay here on certain movements, and then, you know, if you're stalling out on your rows, okay, we go to the advanced version. Or you're stalling out, I'm gonna be honest, you're gonna stall out first over here if you're running this program. Then you switch to advanced on just the standing press. And lastly, the biggest mistake I see guys doing is they think everything I gave you in this video is gonna save a bad diet. That's what the 12-week shred is for. You could run this, you could run someone else's program. Go run Mark Ripeto's starting strength. Go run XYZ's XYZ workout program. But if you're not eating right, none of this shit helps you. And this is a mechanism that I found very effective in making sure you eat right. Because like I tell you guys, your training has to serve your nutrition, but it can't serve a master that's just all over the place. RPT will not solve the problem of just what most guys are putting in their mouths these days. Pause. And just be honest with yourself. If you're watching videos like these, but your nutrition is still ass, that's what we got fixed. Let's get you down 12 pounds of body fat in 12 weeks. That's what the 12-week shred can do for you. Check out the first link in the description. But I hope this video gave you some value. Test out reverse pyramid training. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think of it. Like, subscribe for more value, but above all else, take control.